Jaylon Tyson made his Summer League debut yesterday, and even though the Cavs got absolutely smacked from start to finish in that game, I think the rookie still showed some promising flashes, and I just wanted to quickly share my thoughts on what I saw from Jaylon Tyson in his first game with the Cavs. As I mentioned, the game got out of hand in a hurry. It was really a no contest from the jump, so there's really only so much you can take from it. And not only is it a Summer League game, but it's one that turned into a mess right away. And so, given that context, I just want to let everyone know to take this all with a grain of salt. A lot of this can change as the Summer League continues. But with that said, Tyson was certainly contributing to that mess early on. He looked flustered, discombobulated right from the jump. Now, it's not uncommon for a rookie, especially the 20th pick in the draft, to get off to a slow start in Summer League. Sometimes it takes them some time to get comfortable, and he certainly looked uncomfortable at the start. He was a little unsure of himself. He passed the ball directly to the other team at one point. A little while later, Tyson was ripped at half court, just got his pocket stripped, trying to bring the ball up, and so it wasn't the strongest opening half for Tyson. Thankfully, it didn't take too long for him to settle down a little bit and find a groove. The primary thing that stood out to me once he settled in was his body control and just his composure handling the ball. Again, I know he had his pocket picked, and there was another play where he just dribbled straight off his knee, but when Tyson found that rhythm, the confidence and the craft was on full display. He's very much in control of his dribble. He's deliberate. Now, it's hard to find clips of the Summer League, but I would suggest watching the way that he twitches his upper body and shifts his momentum around when he's playing with his defender. There's a subtlety and nuance to his game and all of his movements, and that really popped off the screen to me. Tyson is a methodical 3-level scorer who stands close to 6'7" in shoes, and so that's something that every NBA team should want, and the Cavs may have found one in Tyson. Now again, I don't want to get too carried away. He didn't do anything that was super off the charts or anything like that, but the potential is definitely brewing under the surface. Tyson finished with 15 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists while shooting an efficient 7 of 14 from the floor, and his decision making was important to me. A lot of guys around him seemed to be playing out of their comfort zone and just all around doing too much. There was bad execution all around the board. And so I know it's just Summer League and it's a training ground for some of these guys to experiment with their games a little bit, but Tyson's process was way better than basically anyone else on the team in this first game. He didn't let the 20 or 30 point deficit derail his commitment to playing the right way. And I think that's important to mention because he tried to play within a team system and do what was being asked of him even after the game was out of hand. And that can't really be said for some of the more experienced players who we've come to expect more from them. Now, the other thing that popped to me was Tyson's body control. This goes hand in hand with the ball handling and how he uses that shiftiness to his advantage, but this extends to finishing at the rim. I thought Tyson did a fantastic job of twisting and contorting his body for some creative finishes at the rim. I thought he displayed a really soft touch with both hands. There were a couple left-handed finishes in there that I was really impressed by, and this play right here where he just bursts around a slower defender and then lofts it high off the glass with his offhand was super impressive to me. Being able to attack downhill and still get the ball up this softly off the backboard is a great skill to have, and it ties back to the all-around control and composure Tyson has with the ball in his hands. This is an NBA-ready skill, and I can't wait to see him expand on this. Now, Tyson doesn't have an overwhelming wingspan or anything like that, but he's got a rock-solid frame, and I think this will translate to the pros. I don't think teams will waste much time trying to pick on him defensively. He is strong enough to hold his own from day one, and although this first Summer League game didn't give much reason to believe in anyone's defensive capabilities, I do think Tyson will look much better in a scenario where he has other competent defenders around him to cover up some of his weaknesses. And so rounding this out, I have a few things that I hope to see moving forward from Tyson. First, I need to see the Cavs be competitive. This game was the opposite of competitive, and so I will need the Cavs to hang in a game and give us a real look at what Tyson can do. Again, I think the process around him just completely devolved into a shot-chucking mess, and I hope/expect that the more experienced members of this Summer League roster will do a better job of organizing the team on both ends of the floor next game. As for the rookie himself, I would like to see some more on-ball creation. We saw flashes of it, but it took a while for him to settle down, and by that point, the Cavs had abandoned any sense of offense, and so getting an extended look at Tyson where he's able to take defenders off the dribble in isolation and operate in different actions, whether it be a pick and roll or moving off the ball, and and catching on the go, those are things that I'll be hoping to see. And lastly, I hope to see him get some more three-point attempts. Especially a few catch and shoot opportunities. Tyson only attempted 3 3-pointers in this first game, and I think that increasing his volume is going to be one of the primary things that the Cavs are going to ask for him. Tyson needs to be a legit 3-point threat, and I do think he has the skill and shooting touch. He showed it in college, but I would like to see the sample size increase in the summer league so I can get a better sense of his role in the NBA. Being an on-ball creator is good, and it's something that I think is going to be one of his calling cards, but becoming a catch and shoot threat really is the key to him playing with the Cavs this season or in the near future. So that's what I'll be watching for as Summer League moves forward. And that's my thoughts on Jaylon Tyson's first game. If you want an extended conversation on Tyson as well as just a recap of that first train wreck of a game, then I would recommend checking out the podcast I recorded with Jackson yesterday. We spent around 40 minutes just rambling about that one, so give it a look if you're interested or you need some, therapeutic venting, because we were very harsh on some of these guys for a summer league game. And if you enjoyed this content and want to support the channel, then all you have to do is hit subscribe and drop a like. Those two things make a genuine difference, and I appreciate the support. I'll have more videos dropping throughout the summer, so you don't want to miss out on that. And with all that being said, go Cavs.